Hello everyone and welcome to Rainbow Six Siege. My name's Spaceman20 and today I'm going to be going over a small tutorial on how to play Tachanka in 2022. So Tachanka is Rainbow Six Siege's most, well, he's the meme operator, as pretty much everyone knows him. He's god tier due to the meme he once was due to his LMG. Back during Year 5 Season 3, Operation Shadow Legacy, Lord Tachanka got a much needed buff, and, well, he turned into the Lord Tachanka we all know and love today, got a new voice actor, and pretty much had everything about him changed. So it seems a whole lot of people still don't really play Tachanka or know how to use him, so I felt like I should create a tutorial since there weren't many available. So let's overview Tachanka real quick. So Tachanka is a 1-speed 3 health / armor operator equipped with the DP27 9x19 VSN, the primaries, and then for secondary weapons he has the GSH-18, the PMM, and the Bearing 9, which was just recently added. For secondary gadgets, he has barbed wire and a deployable shield. And for his gadgets, you have the Shumika launcher, which is a launcher that fires heavy incendiary rounds that can be used for area denial, similar to smoke, but for a much longer duration. So we're going to go to the training, we're going to go ahead and go to the shooting range to show off some of his weapons. So your loadout should depend on your playstyle. For me personally, I prefer the DP27 because I like to make rotation holes and stuff for my team. However, if you prefer getting kills over being support, then you'll probably want to take the 9x19 VSN. As far as attachments go, you'll want to pick whatever sight is your favorite. So for me, I like the holographic C. Most people will probably disagree with me. The 9x19 VSN's recoil is actually pretty good, so I'd recommend equipping the compensator on it for horizontal recoil purposes, although you could attach a suppressor if you wanted, but because Tachanka is a 3 armor operator, he's pretty loud, so you'll be able to hear him coming a mile away, which kind of reduces the effects of that, plus it reduces your damage. So I'd recommend the compensator. As far as grips go, if you like aiming down sights faster, you'll want to go with the angled grip. I tend to prefer to go with the vertical grip because that reduces recoil, and I've never really had a problem with aiming down sights. And then you have attachments here, which are basically, you do whatever you want. Laser sights. Laser sights reduce your hip fire accuracy. I don't know exactly by how much, but I just generally use the laser sight because I want increased hip fire accuracy. So, although it can be seen by enemies, so if you're not aiming down sights, you will be seen. So if you might want to leave that off if you don't like that. And then the Bearing 9 is similar. I'd actually recommend using the flash hider on this one because it doesn't have as much horizontal recoil as the 9x19 VSN. You could slap a suppressor on it, but it has pretty high vertical recoil. So you'll probably want to use the flash hider. And then you have the PMM here, which is, I believe the PMM is most people's favorite Spetsnaz operator pistol, because of its really good damage and its fire, or the damage it does. The recoil is not too bad if you have the muzzle brake on it, and if you can handle it without, you could use a suppressor on it. I tend to prefer the GSH-18 personally because of it has more ammo and the lower recoil in a magazine. So anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and show off this loadout first. So we're going to go ahead and load into the shooting range. Alright, so shooting range, zone 1 right here. You can see that the hip fire is pretty good on the 9x19 VSN. So nothing too impressive here, or nothing too bad there. And then aiming down sights, there's a bit of horizontal recoil, but nothing you can't handle if you have the compensator equipped. And then GSH-18, pretty low recoil, you should be able to handle it. Yeah. Moving on. Oh, actually, while I'm thinking about it, let's go ahead and test this out at long range. The 9x19 VSN actually isn't the best weapon at long range, because I'm just going to do body shots real quick. It takes 5 shots for this to kill someone at long range. Only one if you can hit a headshot, of course, because this game has instant kill headshots like CSGO. This game is pretty much CSGO on steroids, but anyways, I'm gonna go back over to this area. So I'm gonna switch the my loadout out from the GSH-18 to the PMM to show that off. So the recoil is pretty low. The only thing you gotta be worried about is reserve ammo, so if your aim sucks like me, this probably won't be the best weapon for you. Alright, so now we have the Bearing 9. This is Tachanka's most recent addition, and at short range, it's actually really good. I believe it has the fastest kill time out of any of the secondary weapons. It's best used with the Tachanka's LMG, the DP27. Although the 9x19 VSN is not very good at long range, you have to treat it like a pistol, and even then, because there's no option to change the fire type from burst fire to rapid fire to single shot. It can be a bit slow to kill your enemies at longer range, especially because you have to wait for the recoil to go back down. So, and here's what happens if you try to go do it. Yeah, pretty much uncontrollable recoil because it's too much. So, and then here's an example of the hip fire spread. So not very good. Definitely want to use this weapon at short range. Alright, now to show off the DP27. So this weapon is actually better at longer ranges. The recoil is pretty controllable. It has a little bit more horizontal and vertical recoil than the 9x19 VSN, but it's a lot more powerful. I'm going to open the operator's menu real quick. So as you can see, 49 damage, 70 capacity. The mobility bar is broken right now. Fire rate 550. So compared to the VSN, the VSN has lower damage, a higher fire rate, and lower capacity. I believe it is Core Ross's channel. I'm probably wrong. No, it was actually Rogue9, my bad. He did a comparison between the DP27 and the 9x19 VSN, and because he does all these tests and stuff with different weapons, he actually found out that the 9x19 VSN, the DP27 actually has a higher damage per second rate. So if DPS is the thing, you want to go with this weapon. But again, if you control ability and you like regular weapons that have higher fire rates, the 9x19 VSN is better for you. Okay, so first tip when using the LMG. This weapon sucks at long range. I'll show you why. I mean, sorry, not short range. First off, you have a really bad hip fire spread, so if you're not aiming down sights. And then, the second thing is the slow fire rate. This weapon excels at long range, though I'll show you why over here. So we've got this guy set up. I'm gonna clear this, grab some more ammo and reload. Yeah. So it only took, well, that was a headshot, but 1, 2, 3. There, it only takes roughly about 2 shots to kill an enemy. And then I'm gonna go back here, just to damage drop off. And as you can see, takes, well, it depends on where you aim. I was aiming for the arm, that was my bad. The damage drop-off isn't actually too bad on this weapon. So, it takes 4 shots to kill someone, but if you can manage to aim correctly, unlike me, as you can see here, I'm still working on my aim, but that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is to show that the DP27 is a pretty decent weapon from mid to longer ranges. I just wish that it had a 1.5 times scope. I mean, Captain has one, so why not? Anyways, that's Tachanka's weapons. I want to go over the Shumika launcher next, so we're gonna have to go back to the main menu here, and then fire up a custom game. Alright, I'm just gonna create a local custom game here. Let's see here. Let's just do this one. Switch to the orange team, so that we can be on defense. And then we'll pick Tachanka and go ahead and go over how the some more things about the weapons. Okay, so we're in the garage and the gym here. This is a pretty good area because there's not really any rotation between the two sites.
Secure the bombs.
Okay, so spawned here. Usually when you're defending, this area will be barricaded down, and so will this, because you won't want defenders in here, or I mean attackers in here. And you may notice that there's a giant wall in our way. Well, have no fear. If no one on your team has a shotgun or impact grenades, Tachanka can do this himself. Because of the weapon's high penetration power, it can be used to open up walls. Of course,
10 seconds.
It's not always the best thing to, you can burn through a lot of ammo when reshaping sites, so you have to be careful about that. And boom, there you go.
Are secure.
So, again, usually this, for sites, DP27 is pretty great for making rotations. I just took out an entire wall without needing to use grenades. So, you can also open up hatches with it. It took a little longer than it should have. There we go. Or you can open up the ceiling. But I don't know why you'd want to do that, since attacker, you want to keep your bomb sites secure, so. And then you have the Shumika launcher here, which is Tachanka's primary gadget. Now, his secondary gadgets typically consist of barbed wire and deployable shield, so you can set those up and use them for area denial. So, for example, if an attacker decides to jump down this hatch here, you can fire off a Shumika grenade and then burn them, and they'll be trapped in your fire. And then it takes you reload the Shumika launcher one at a time. And then here's another example. Let's say that an attacker's coming over here. You can fire off a Shumika grenade into there, and then that'll prevent them from coming through area denial. And then let's say you wanted to get a little creative. You can fire a Shumika launcher grenade, and it'll bounce off into here. Make sure you don't walk through your fire though, because unlike Smoke, who's immune to his gas grenades, Tachanka is not immune to his own fire, so. And then you have, when reloading, you have to reload one at a time, so. Again, let's just assume that you wanted to put barbed wire here, you could fire off a grenade into there, and then right there. Note that the damage of these grenades does not stack, so if you fire 2 grenades in the same area, or 3 rather, enemies will take the same damage no matter what. So, yeah, Tachanka's, he's an area denial operator, and he's a anchor, so Tachanka is best used for being played on site. So it's his job to reinforce the walls and stuff before rounds. and then, again, area denial with his Shumika launcher. Just make sure you don't die beforehand,
15 seconds left.
because if you do, then if you die before the
10 seconds left.
you can use any grenades. You're not going to really help your team out. So, anyways, that's it for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed, and hope that this helps you play Tachanka better. I'm Spaceman20. Have a great day.